Can I ask you something honest? If I said the words self love to you right now, what's the first image that pops into your head? A bubble bath, a face mask, maybe someone posting affirmation on their Instagram story? Yeah, I used to think that too. And honestly, the version of self love kept me stuck for years because I was doing all the surface level stuff, the journaling prompts, the spa days, the positive thinking, and still feeling completely empty inside. Still saying yes when I meant no. Still shrinking myself to keep other people comfortable. Still waking up at 3 a.m. wondering why I didn't feel like enough. So, in today's episode, I want to talk about what self love actually is. Not the version that gets sold to us, but the version that changes everything. Let's get into it. Welcome and welcome back to Clipsonati. I'm so glad you're here. This channel is your space for real, honest self development. We're going to talk about healing, self worth, boundaries, and all things that matters to the life you're trying to build for yourself that will feel right. And for today's episode, it's actually a preview of Module 1 from my self love course, Season 1, The Journey Within. So, if you've been thinking about joining the course, this is a taste of what's inside. The link is in the description. Even if you never take the course, I want this video to give you something real, something that you can actually use. Okay? So, what is self love and what it really means? Let's start with what it's not. I think the reason so many of us feel like we're failing at self love is simply because we've been handed a watered down, commodified version of it. Self love got turned into an aesthetic, into a product, into a weekend activity. And look, I'm not here to shame anyone for their skincare routine or their vision board. Those things can be lovely, but they are not self love. They're self care. And those are very two different things. Myth number one, self love is selfish. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, that loving yourself means you're putting yourself above everyone else. That is arrogant, that is ego. But here's the truth, people who genuinely love themselves are actually much more genuine, more present, and more compassionate because they're not operating from a place of depletion and resentment. They're giving from overflow, not from emptiness. The people who are truly selfish, they usually have the least self love of anyone in the room. Myth number two, self love is a feeling. We treat it like something we either have or we don't. Like some days you wake up and you feel it, and some days you don't. And that's just how it is. But self love is not a feeling, it's a practice, it's a decision you make over and over again, even on the days you don't feel like it, especially on those days. Myth number three, self love means always feeling good about yourself. No, self love includes being honest with yourself. It includes accountability. It includes sitting with uncomfortable feelings instead of running from them. You can love yourself and still recognize areas where you're growing. That's not contradiction, that's maturity.
So, if it's not about bubble bath and it's not about always feeling good, what is it?
Here's the definition I keep coming back to. Self love is the practice of treating yourself as someone who is inherently worthy of care, respect, and belonging, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Read that again if you need to. Inherently worthy, not conditionally worthy. Not worthy once I lost the weight, or worthy once I get the promotion, or worthy once I stop making mistakes. Just worthy as you are right now. For me, I remember the moment this shift for me. I was going through one of the hardest seasons of my life. I had poured everything into a relationship that had taken so much from me. I was sitting alone one night trying to figure out why I kept choosing people and situations that didn't choose me back. And I realized I had been operating my whole life on this unspoken belief that love was something I had to earn, that I was only worthy when I was performing, when I was useful, when I was good enough. And that belief didn't come from nowhere. It was taught to me by experience, by relationships, by a world that is very good at making you feel like you're not enough. But here's what I know now. The version of you that exists before you learn to shrink yourself. She was worthy. He was worthy. They were worthy. And healing is the process of coming back to that. Let me make this really particular because I know some of you are thinking, what does this actually look like in real life? I think about self love as having three layers, and you need all three. Layer one, self awareness. This is knowing yourself, your patterns, your triggers, your values, your needs. You can't love someone you don't know, including yourself. And so much of the pain we carry comes from living a autopilot, reacting instead of responding, not understanding why we keep ending up in the same situation. Self awareness is the foundation. It's where we start. It's actually what Module 2 of the course goes deep on. So if you want the full version of that, stay tuned. Layer 2, self acceptance. This is where it gets harder because this isn't just knowing yourself. It's meeting yourself without judgment. The parts you're proud of and the parts you're ashamed of. The version of you that shows up gracefully and the version that acts out of fear or hurt. Acceptance doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior. It means you stop making your worth conditional on being perfect. You stop treating yourself like the enemy. Layer 3, self action. This is where self love becomes visible. It's the choices you make, the boundaries you set, the way you talk to yourself when you mess up, the relationships you walk away from, and the ones you invest in, the way you rest, the way you protect your time and energy. Love without action is just a concept, and self action without self awareness and acceptance is just people pleasing with extra steps. You need three layers working together because that's the real work. Okay, take a breath with me for a second. If this video stirred something up in you, good. That means something landed, and I want you to sit with it. Here's your reflection prompts for this week.
Where in my life have I been practicing conditional love? Where have I been saying, I'll love myself when, or I'll be worthy once?
Write it down. Don't judge it, just notice. In the next video, Module 2, we're going deep on self awareness, how to actually know yourself, how to recognize your patterns, and why most people think they're self aware but aren't quite there yet. It's one of my favorite in the whole course, and I cannot wait to share it with you. If you find value in this video, please share it with someone else who needs it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you're ready to go all in on your self love journey, The course is open. The link is in the description. And until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.